Lifetime Hearing Services, the premier hearing healthcare facility of the PD, is so very pleased to sponsor this next Conversation with Nicole, my good friend. Sit back and enjoy.
This episode of Conversations with Nicole is sponsored by the following. AB Tax Service. AB Tax is your key to financial success, providing quality bookkeeping, tax preparation, and IRS assistance for individuals, entrepreneurs, and small business owners year-round. Give us a call today at 843-413-0050. Ann King, brand name real estate broker agent. Looking to purchase your first home, downsizing, or relocating and wanting to sell? Ann King, a licensed broker with brand name real estate, is here to serve you. Got questions? Call the pro who knows. Call Ann at 843-245-6486. 19th Green Indoor Golf Park. Looking for something different and fun to do? Check out the 19th Green, Florence's only indoor golf center, offering regular specials, discounts to first responders and veterans. Located at 112 Woody Jones Boulevard, Florence, South Carolina 29501, next to Academy Sports. At Your Place Healthcare. Need a DOT physical? Don't have time to wait in line? Need quick and trusted results? Call At Your Place Healthcare to schedule your appointment today, 843-289-5061, or visit them online at atyourplacehealthcare.com. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. Today I have a very good friend as my guest. She is Cindy Jeanette Sellers out of Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, and the owner of Shug's by the Inlet. She makes fabulous handcrafted jewelry. She is an icon along the coast of South Carolina and beyond. She's a dear friend, and I'm delighted to have you on my show today, Cindy. Good to see you, also affectionately known as Shug.
Yes. Thank you. And I am honored to be on your show. It's always an honor to be in the spotlight with you or anybody that highlights your business or highlights you as an individual. It's a true honor. So thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. I love your story. I tell people all the time, throughout my walk in life, I will fall upon people who actually have some of your jewelry, and I'll go, I know her, she's my friend, she's wonderful, but the story behind how she began handcrafting these beautiful pieces of jewelry is amazing. Tell folks about that.
Well, it was just a happenstance thing. It wasn't happenstance that my husband had died after I gave him a kidney. He was actually my late husband, who was my ex-husband. And I like to equate everything with a blessing. Everything turns out to be a blessing when you do something that you're not doing it for personal gain. You're doing it for reasons like for your children and just to help someone you love. And so after I gave my husband a kidney, it just happened that he had cancer. It took his life after almost a year after I gave it to him. And I was blessed with being able to have a little bit of independence after he died. I was actually a registered nurse, and I continued to nurse after he passed away. But it wasn't like I had to, because he had left me a nice retirement. And like I say, that was a blessing. It was nothing that I expected, but it did help us along the way to make things easier. So as I was grieving, I would walk the beach and find beautiful broken shells, which were reminiscent of my heart being broken for my children and myself. And I don't know, I've always loved jewelry. I always liked to be creative. And I started getting this cheap Michael's wire, silver plated wire from Michael's. And I started playing with the wire, wrapping the shells. And unbeknownst to me, they call me an artist now. But I made beautiful pieces of jewelry out of broken shells. And that just has carried on over the past over 10 years.
Hard to believe it's been that long.
I know, right? So over the past 10 years, I've taught, I'm self-taught. I continued to keep my nursing license, but not practice nursing, but use it as a pedestal or a platform to educate the public on living organ, since I did give my husband an organ and I am somewhat educated on the matter. So using that as a platform and making the jewelry, it just started to be, it just manifested into something bigger than me. And then
but that was your blessing, Shug. That was the blessing that came within you making a life-changing decision for your late ex-husband to say, I'm willing to give you an organ to extend your life. And from that, you created a product that people love. And through this product, you share the message of living organ donation. That's your blessing back. Don't you think
Absolutely. I do. I tell people, if you're just willing to give something, not everybody's going to give an organ. I get on my soapbox and go, well, if you just give an organ, but not everybody is like me. So if you just are willing to give of yourself, if it's just to give of yourself to a neighbor, God looks at, and I equate everything with my spiritual beliefs, which is my faith in Jesus Christ. And I believe that God blesses us through the means of, we're really truly willing to give whatever it is. If it's not an organ, be willing to check that box on your license when you go to the DMV to renew your license. Make sure that your family is aware of what you want to do when that day comes that you're crossing over. If you do want to be a living organ donor, make sure that they know that there is no debate about that. So when you are in that compromised position, that they have to speak for you, make sure that they speak loudly for you, that you are wanting to share, your heart, your true real heart, and your true physical heart.
Because I'm a donor. I have told my family that I want all of my organs donated. I've checked the box for my license and I proclaim that to them. And I tell them all the time, I'm not going to be here. This body is done. When I'm out of here, prayerfully, I'm going up. That's the way I plan to go.
Hey, listen, I proclaim it too, because, we're not all perfect walking beings on this earth, but if we can just be willing to give of ourselves in whatever way that is. You can go to the website at MUSC, or I'm sure at Duke, or any of the major universities that do live in organ, donation, but also do the surgeries. And you can fill out paperwork to qualify, and you just need to be in good health. And if you're not in good health, you know what? It's a way to get in good health. If you start getting healthy now and you really want to change someone else's life by giving an organ, you can do that. And the reward is, I can't even emphasize to people the life that I live. I am so grateful, and I do give all the glory to God and for what I did. I just really believe that that's why God has just extended so much to me, because of what I did. And anybody can do that. Honest to goodness, anybody can change their life by changing somebody else's life by giving up themselves. So
absolutely,
it's amazing.
So you are a giver, 100%.
Yeah, I love to give. I'm bad about it. I get my hand slapped a lot by people that love me. They're like, Shug, I don't even know how you have anything to how you're making any money, because you're constantly giving it away.
But the return keeps coming back to you. You continue to be blessed.
Dr. Leslie Kirby, that's me, and Nicole go way back over 30 years. I was just beginning my career as an audiologist, and Nicole was a new news reporter way before she became a beloved news anchor. She has always professionally supported my hearing healthcare practice, and I am so very excited to be her first ever Conversations with Nicole sponsor. That's what we should all do, support one another, and that's just what my Lifetime Hearing team does with all of our patients. We make lives better and easier with communication, so that people can love life, enjoy the grandchildren, enjoy church, enjoy TV, and hear the I love yous that mean so much. Offering the best in Belltone hearing aid technology, as well as providing cochlear implant solutions, we have become known as the PD's premier hearing healthcare facility with having evaluated more than 52,000 ears to date. With national award-winning services, call us for your on-time appointment.
Talk a little bit more about your jewelry. What inspires you? Where do you get the ideas to come up with the fabulous earrings that you have on, that you have in several different sizes, your beautiful pearl necklaces? Talk a little bit about the process and how that comes about for you.
It's actually the things around me inspire me. I don't know, nature, um, just looking at if I got a piece of turquoise, it inspires me. It's like, okay, what can I make out of this? Am I going to make a necklace? Am I going to make a bracelet? Am I going to carve it into a certain design? And some people come to me all the time and they're like, Shug, I saw this, or my wife's favorite bird is the kite. I think that's the name of it. I forget. Something kite tail. And honest to God, it's amazing. But I can look at a piece of, I can't draw a stick man, but I can make a bird out of metal, or I can make a bird out of mixed media. But it's amazing what you don't realize we can do as human beings when we are left with the comfort of being able to we're not doing it because we need to make money. And I don't mean it. We do things because we need to make money, but if it's a passion, it totally comes. It comes about in a whole different way because you're doing something that you love, and coincidentally, you make money doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a cool. It's something that not everybody gets to experience, but I believe that comes along with what we talked about earlier. You're left with the blessing of being able to do that.
One thing I want to know is, what's your favorite piece of jewelry?
Wow. Okay, I wear the pearls all the time because I'm trying to, I'm always, this is very interesting. I love pearls. Turquoise is my favorite stone in the universe. Pearls are one of my favorite things, and I guess because it's a shell, that's one of my favorites. But guess what? My mom's name is Pearl. Is that interesting? And I never, as I started making jewelry, it wasn't that pearls were my favorite thing, but all of a sudden they became, because I don't like little dainty things. I like fat, big pearls. So, and my mother's not here with us anymore. So I find that very interesting that pearls are one of my favorite, pieces, or pieces of jewelry, if you will, or favorite shell. And that's her name. And turquoise. I love big pieces of turquoise. The gaudier, the better for me. But
big,
yeah,
and bold, and beautiful.
Big, and of course, these are my handmade earrings that I really, really love. I make them in 4 different sizes. Big is not always for everybody. A lot of people like to be a lot more demure. There's nothing demure about me.
That's why we love you.
I'm off the chain, y'all. And if I'm sweating, I'm getting ready to. Anyway, I'm glistening because I'm on my side porch.
Glistening. You're glistening. Hey, what is the best way for people to find you? You are on the Marsh Walk in the summertime in Murrells Inlet, and you have website, other ways to reach you. Tell me about that.
Okay, so the Marsh Walk is where I started. Those are my humble means, and I will always be there. People say, "Will you ever give up this space?" I'm like, I'll have to be in another world because I'm going to have to be gone. I'm never going to give it up.
So upset if they didn't see you down there,
That's right. Well, and but anyway, I am located on the Marsh Walk, directly facing Goat Island, even though our dear goats aren't out there this year because the island has been, had better days. This hurricane kind of, broke it down, if you will.
Out of erosion.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the word, erosion. I was like, thank you. The erosion is the word. And, but anyway, I'm in between Bubba's and Drunken Jack's. And, then that's where you can find me in the late afternoons when it's nice. If it's raining or we got a monsoon, Shug's not going to be out there. A lot of people are like, I didn't see you last night. I said, was it raining? They were like, I think it was. I was like, oh, there you go. So, I'm not there when the weather's not, and I'm not there during the daytime because it's too hot. If you're sweating, I don't want to be out there sweating either. Right. And then I have a store. I actually have a brick and mortar store that is on the bypass in Murrells Inlet. That is, if you know where Wachesaw Road is, going towards Georgetown, we are right there at that stoplight in a plaza called Wachesaw Oaks. And a good rule of thumb to find me is there's a restaurant that's called Smuggler's Den, and it's right beside me. I'm kind of hidden. I'm a destination. I'm not somebody out there going, "Hey, Shug's is right here." So they're like, "Shug, I couldn't find you." I said, "I know, I'm kind of tucked away in the corner." But anyway, you can find me there, and we also have a website, and it is Shug's by the Inlet .org, because I am a .org, meaning that I do have a nonprofit that if I can help families or help some in any way with someone with living organ, I do try to do that and give back in that way. But usually I'm using it more for the educational value to educate the public. But anyhow, there are a couple of different places to find me in the website. So I'd love to see all of you guys come and introduce yourself, and I'd love to show you some of my goodies.
I would love for people to come see you, see all of your wonderful goodies. You have amazing jewelry. You're an amazing person, and I cannot believe that you've been doing for 10 years, and I've actually
over 10 years. I know. Can you believe it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I've known you that entire time.
Yeah, we have. Listen, from the time I just remember, well, everybody thinks they know you, Nicole. I remember the first time I saw you, because I've been watching you on TV for years. And then when I moved to the Inlet, I was like, "Hey, Nicole." And you're like, "Well, hey." And you're thinking, "I don't know who this chick is, but I'm getting ready to get to know her." It's funny because people feel the same way. I feel like the same thing happens to me. Because people come up to me and I'm like, deer in the headlights, like, "Hey." I'm like, I know you. I'm rolling around in my index head. But it's a good thing. It's nice to, because we get to know each other through our platforms, and then we're not a stranger to anybody.
No,
Literally,
I love you dearly. I think the world of you. I am so thankful to have you as a friend, and thankful that you joined me today. And I know good things will continue to come your way because of the person that you are, because you have a heart of giving and caring, and you've made my life better by being a part of it. So thank you.
Well, same to you, ditto. Absolutely. If anybody doesn't know you, and I'm going to say this on camera with you, but you are absolutely one of the sweetest, most genuinely loving, and I'm talking beautiful on the outside. Wow, beautiful on the inside. That your inside is so precious. And when I talk about you to people, I'm like, you have no idea. You're a beautiful soul. And if somebody doesn't see that, boy, they're missing out, because not to mention the beauty that you bring to a screen. Wow. But the beauty that is inside of you it's phenomenal. And I couldn't have a better friend or love a better person than you.
Right,
so there you go. You can't top that.
Well, I feel the same way about you, but I'm probably in tears at this moment, a little teary-eyed, but thank you, Cindy.
Your heart is just bigger than any.
And folks, you have got to go visit her in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. Take a look at her website, see what she's all about, because she's the real deal, and get some of that jewelry, because they're rare, unique, wonderful pieces of art. I love you. Thank you.
Hey, I love you too. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Folks, that will do it for this edition of Conversations with Nicole. Until I see you again, I hope you have a great day.
See ya. Mwah.
This segment of Conversations by Nicole is sponsored by Lifetime Hearing Services, with 3 locations in Florence, Hartsville, and Camden. Visit us on Facebook and at lifetimehearingservices.com. Until next time, be well, stay grateful, and be blessed.
This episode of Conversations with Nicole has been sponsored by the following: AB Tax Service. AB Tax is your key to financial success, providing quality bookkeeping, tax preparation, and IRS assistance for individuals, entrepreneurs, and small business owners year-round. Give us a call today at 843-413-0050. Ann King, brand name real estate broker agent. Looking to purchase your first home, downsizing, or relocating and wanting to sell? Ann King, a licensed broker with brand name real estate, is here to serve you. Got questions? Call the pro who knows. Call Ann at 843-245-6486. 19th Green Indoor Golf Park. Looking for something different and fun to do? Check out the 19th Green, Florence's only indoor golf center, offering regular specials, discounts to first responders and veterans. Located at 112 Woody Jones Boulevard, Florence, South Carolina, 29501, next to Academy Sports. At Your Place Healthcare. Need a DOT physical? Don't have time to wait in line? Need quick and trusted results? Call At Your Place Healthcare to schedule your appointment today, 843-289-5061, or visit them online at atyourplacehealthcare.com.